That could be it too.
Maybe she couldn't afford that house where she was in. Maybe she went to something that she couldn't.
I said that too. Me and Killer went through options. I'm all for. I'm not saying like I just
That little girl's alright. That's what matters.
exactly, but I still want to know what's going on.
Maybe she found herself a man that lived there and she want to be closer to him. If she want to do that, then, but as long as everything's fine, who knows? I don't know.
Fat gold chain with an African medallion, hip hop connoisseur and rolling 20 gripping. Rap game real tight, freestyle.
We are just inside the Beltway, about 10 miles east of the Capitol Dome as we come to you from FedEx Field here in Landover. Today, it's the opener of a new NFL season between the Jacksonville Jaguars and the Washington Commanders. The ball on the tee, we're set for football, and we are underway from FedEx Field. Now Jamal Agnew from his end zone. Now a crease here as he's past the 30.
Nice shit.
20.
That's the way to start the game. I ain't even gonna lie to you. That's the way to start the game.
And that right there is how you silence the home crowd.
All week long in preparation, visiting teams talk about it. Okay, we've got to start fast. We've got to take the crowd out of it, as you just talked about there. We've got to control the ball early. And in this case, forget fast start. This is a blazing start. What they've talked about all week is their offensive unit doing that. Not necessarily the guys returning the opening kickoff, but believe me, they'll take this.
So let's try this again. After the kick return TD, here's yet another kickoff. From just inside the 20, a short kick. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. A run here for the rookie. It's Brian Robinson. And now they're going to get him down right at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the game's first play. And it's second down now. Defensively, though, they had a chance there to hit him for a loss. Couldn't get it done.
Looked like someone was able to knife into the backfield, but he wasn't able to get him down. But his compatriots, they were able to grab him at the line of scrimmage and not let him get any further downfield.
This is caught inside the 15. And they're going to be set up now with a ball at the 13-yard line. We saw this plenty last year in college. He loved to take his shots downfield, and that throw, that was a thing to behold there. A first red zone opportunity the new year here as they come up now 1st and 10. Now a 1,000-yard rusher a season ago, Antonio Gibson with it. And he's going to get about 4 down inside the 10 to the 9. 9-yard line, 2nd and 6. Gibson again. And he'll take this from the 9 down to about the 7. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. Antonio Gibson taking it in for 7 yards away. And the Commanders drive it right down the field to score on their opening drive. The extra point by Sly is up and good, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. From his end zone, here comes Agnew. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Lawrence bringing the Jaguars up 1st and 10 at their own 22. A man coming off a washout 2021. It's Travis Etienne. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
Next receivers help spread the defense out, and they were able to come through with a slashing run.
But to that point, it's going to be interesting to see the personnel chess match as this one progresses.
Yeah, you're exactly right. Can they continue to create running lanes out of passing sets? And if so, It's going to be a long day for the defense.
And he's going to get this all the way down to Washington's 37-yard line. Give him 32 on the play. So that one just a little touch pass, but it paid off quite handsomely.
Yeah, and let's face it, the quarterback loves it because it pads his stats as a completed pass for nice yardage downfield. But I like the way they get the receiver in motion. It's almost like he's running a route before he gets the football because he's got a full head of steam when the ball is popped in his direction.
No gain on the play. It'll be second down. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. And trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete. So this, the 90th season of Washington football. Of course, here in the first season, first ever regular season game for the Washington Commanders. That name unveiled in a grand reveal back on February 2nd. The franchise opting to keep the burgundy and gold color scheme, adding the striking W logo on each side of the helmet and the single gold stripe running from front to back. Escaping the pressure right. Man open, that's Calvin Ridley. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 19. That good for 19 yards as they pick up the conversion on third. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. Throwing quickly, this is caught by Kirk. And he is going to lose yardage here. Not what they had in mind there. That's going to go as a loss of 4. Heck of a play there to get to him quickly and get him down for a loss.
I think they did a really nice job getting ready for this game, scouting, watching film, and understanding defensively what the play design was.
They'll have to deal with a 2nd and 14 now after the loss. It's a throw again is Lawrence. Throw left side complete to Ingram. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down. But forget about the run to set up the pass. They're just coming out throwing.
Forget trying to set anything up. They thought they had the advantage. They thought they had the matchups, and they're just attacking right now.
Going to the air on the opening drive. They're trying to keep the drive going. This will be play number 8. It's 3rd and 2. Now Lawrence. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
It's pretty early in the game, but they've already tried to establish it not just as a runner, but as a receiver as well. Didn't happen there, but I wouldn't be surprised at all to see them try again shortly.
They'll send a receiver here in motion right. Going for it, here's ETN. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Travis Etienne, a 10-yard touchdown run. And the Jaguars' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And not a great return here. He'll make it back only to the 10-yard line. So a teammate picking him up there, that was nearly disaster.
And the way that you coach these things, you want to make sure you have eyes towards the return guy because you want to make sure that the catch is secured. A lot of teams do that. They have at least one guy. Okay, you're responsible for making sure he secures the catch. He's not always the one that makes the recovery, but he can always sound out the alarm. Hey, ball's on the ground. We got to get it back.
And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, it's Robinson. And the defense closes quickly there. He'll get maybe a yard to the 33.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
On 2nd and 9. Howell, nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the Jags grab it. And he brings this one back. A fumble return for a Jacksonville score. So this defense clicking early in the year, week 1, the return for a touchdown.
The organization made a concerted effort in the offseason to improve this defense. I have to say they like the early returns.
Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And it's now 21-7. So here's the kickoff now as he'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. A short kick taken at the 18. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. They start on the ground with Robinson here. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. What I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
Second down and a run by Robinson. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. A pretty wild first quarter. 21-7, our score. And the Jags with 5 in the secondary now on 3rd down. They'll run with Gibson. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 13 yards there and a Washington first.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
This time they'll throw it with Howell. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked up by Foyesade Aluakin. And the Jags are in great shape here as they take over at the 46-yard line. That's not one that he's going to want to remember, but he had to get it.
I threw it to the wrong man and had my guy open.
If he's the guy that they think he is, he's not lapping it all, but he's also not going to let it affect him as the game proceeds. He's going to go back out there, still be the same confident kid. The reason that they drafted him and go out and play.
An ideal beginning to drive there as they'll get 20 and a first down.
As a general rule, offensive linemen like to know where the quarterback's going to be when he's setting up to throw the football. Sometimes they just have to get on the run, get on the move. He was able to do that on that play and picks up a first down with a nice throw.
So nothing doing there, and it's second down.
That was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule and down in distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. On second down, one BTN. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. Easy here. Running search 15 yards to try to pick up the first. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
Come on, bro.
He'll head out of bounds inside the 10, working down at the 9. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a first and goal.
Everything's going right here in this first test, and they've got to be believed. And part of that can be attributed to their success on 3rd down. This is another conversion here, and they can look to really open things up now with this first and goal.
Here's Lawrence to throw. And this will be incomplete.
Well, they certainly did a nice job there, picking him up out of the backfield and then running stride for stride with it. That's good coverage, and it led to an incompletion.
Another shot from the 9 on second and goal. Now Lawrence to throw. Over the middle, he's got his tight end Ingram. 5 yards outside, so he can push it. And it's third and goal.
I know sometimes we can get a little more watching him make catches. It's just him do that because he really looks like a wide receiver when he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline kind of attack blocker that we used to have in the good old days. But you can flex him out. You can run wide receiver routes with.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Evan Ingram from 4 yards out. And the Jaguars are looking good here in the season openers. They're able to extend their lead. Extra point by Patterson is good. And the lead down 3 touchdowns to 21.
No, you don't give them my kids. That's not nice. That's not nice. That's not nice. It's crazy.
After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away.
He was killing
And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked out officially at the 21. The Washington offense has the line and ready to roll. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. Had one tell me once, we were at a tough patch. This two-shot pass, this two-shot pass, we kept out the rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get themselves here. And he's going to lose yardage here. That's a heck of an effort from Josh Allen, getting in there defensively.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Now, meanwhile, this should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
Nearly interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row. He's got to start taking care of way better than what we're seeing.
Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one through the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete. Third and long, here's Hill.
What?
Yeah, right on. He scared us.
Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Going forward, here's Hill. Surprising move to go for it predictably, at least somewhat predictably. It doesn't pay off, and the Jags take over in terrific field position. Now Lawrence on first down. And his throw is incomplete.
That incompletion certainly slows down a bit. Very important call for second and long. What do? Run and try to get some yardage and make it 30 manageable? Or challenge the coverage again, hoping for a bigger gain.
To throw again on second down. Lawrence.
Why is this nigga a bump?
He is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. A big play that time on the catch and run, 33 yards.
This is what made the West Coast offense a staple around the NFL in the 80s and 90s. You don't have to push the ball deep downfield to come up with big plays. And there's an example of that right there.
The improv on the scramble gets him 6 and second down. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Second and goal, they will try again from the 2-yard line. Lawrence. Got his man. Touchdown, Jags. Christian Kirk, a 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Jaguars are able to add on to their first half lead. Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And the round is on here in this first half. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. No run back here. He's trying to start at the 22.
That little pussy got some power. I got some.
Out there, set ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. As this offense gets ready for this drive, Charles, you still wonder about that prior drive. Went for it on 4th down.
Said she ain't gonna fuck with nobody if it ain't me. You know how these hoes be. Yeah, that pussy fire.
Because reward just wasn't big enough to go for it there in case they failed. Now the pressure back on their offense to pick themselves up, and they gave the touchdown, but it was just given up.
He's going deep for Brown.
How does... I can't get nothing, bro. This shit is annoying me.
Shape here as they take over at their 46-yard line.
They have been struggling to put points on the board so far. While you don't want to lump it all on the rookie quarterback, he's definitely the root cause. And all rookies, they have those learning experiences in their first year. What they're hoping for is that he can learn on the fly, work through his struggles against his defense, and at the same time, still find a way to put them in a position to win.
On first down, right back to Etienne. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense, a little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them, but they did do a nice job there, forcing a loss on that play.
After the loss, they'll come up 2nd and 13. Slot man moves right. Now on 2nd and 13, Lawrence. And he cannot avoid the pressure as the Washington pass rush gets home. So now after the sack of Lawrence, the Jags looking at a 3rd and long. Here's Lawrence. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Now a timeout called with 3 seconds to go. And, of course, they're in field goal range in the final seconds of this first half. Patterson's kick is good. And that will do it for this first half. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3 alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gordon. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. CD, they certainly know the hole that they face as they begin the second half. They have to do what precious few teams have done in NFL history. And that's try to come back from a 4-possession deficit.
And, partner, you know, as that team gathers, They're saying to each other, you never say never, right? Because if you're on an NFL roster, that's how you have to think. You can always come back and win a ball game. And let's face it, we saw a certain Super Bowl, a 25-point lead late, that wasn't enough to put someone away. But that being said, this task is near impossible. Let's face it. And bottom line is, it officially becomes impossible if this possession is an empty one.
It's a pickup of 12 and a Commander's first down. Consecutive plays now where that offensive line has really created a lot of space.
And we've seen the confidence rise, haven't we? It borders on arrogance now, and that's that good arrogance, believing you can run the football whenever you get good and ready.
And he just throws this one away. That was a bit strange, and here comes the flag. Yeah, he hadn't gotten far enough away from the pocket to throw that football away, and that draws the flag.
Yeah, the old tackle box, right? Get outside of each tackle, and then you can go ahead and throw it away, and you're in good shape. But if you're back there in the pocket, you got to make sure of what you're doing.
Back to throw, Howell. This one complete to Curtis Samuel. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 33. A really nice gain of 25 yards. So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 down at the 33. Hand off to Robinson out of the shotgun. And he is going to lose yardage here. Foye Oluokun finding his way to the ball for a stop. A tackle for loss. So their task a little bit more difficult now. 2nd and 13 that they're walking up on.
Sometimes being a linebacker in the middle of the field is kind of like being a doctor on the field. You got to make the right diagnosis. Here he correctly sets his run and shoots through to make the play in the backfield.
Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks. They seem to...
The defense, they get to Howell. He'll go down here. Josh Allen in there to get him for a loss of 9 yards, and that also leads to 4th down.
Josh Allen accumulates 7.5 sacks last season to lead Jacksonville and their rebuilding defense. Not quite the Pro Bowl season he had as a rookie. They expect him to continue to blossom and is a future All-Pro.
And now here's a deep shot that's complete. And he will be taken down, but it's a big play and a conversion for Washington on 4th down. So after the big play on 4th, here's 1st and 10. On 1st down, Howell. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked up by Foyesade Oluokun. And the Jags will take over here at their own 14-yard line. So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the 3rd quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in. Coming out to start this 3rd quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Airing it out, looking for Ridley. Tried to drop it in there, but it's intercepted. And the Commanders are going to take over here up near the 40. A good starting spot for Washington as they come up 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. 1st down, Howell to throw. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Oh, you just kind of feel for him right now. 4 interceptions, and you can almost see through his face.
They cheating me now, bro.
Between the ears.
There certainly is, and probably way too much, because now he's probably doubting himself a little bit, wondering what adjustments he has to make. But here's what he needs to do. Get through this game. Go to the press conference, meet it head on, and show your teammates you're ready to shoulder what happened today, and you'll be ready for the next game.
And if he can do that as a rookie, that's a great sign of maturity. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. An extra man here in the secondary for Washington on 3rd down. Lawrence will throw. And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there, and now 4th down.
Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
Here's Logan Cook now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. And the punt goes out of bounds, so no chance to bring it back, and they will spot it at the 24-yard line. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here, maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that, because it has been pretty clear who the better team.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by Andre Sisco. Oh, they try a lateral on the return, and now the ball's loose. And the Commanders will have solid field position here as they take over at their 45-yard line. Wait a second, they did not accept that after the incompletion. What? Your look is just as puzzled as mine.
I got nothing for you here. You have to take that penalty, don't you?
It's free yards. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1. Once more, Gibson. And a strong run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 35. 43 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Straight ahead, Gibson. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. We are through 3 quarters here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. After the loss, they'll come up 2nd and 13. Powell out of the shotgun. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And that is caught. Touchdown, Washington. Terry McLaurin, 37 yards. And the Commanders get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this 4th quarter deficit. Extra point by Sly is up and good. And the lead is down to 24. Kick team out there for the Commanders as they send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And this has been quite a performance to kick off the new year on the road, no less, as they try to finish things off here in the 4th quarter. That's to about the 28. 2nd down coming up.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31. This defense starting to buckle down when they need to, and right now they're winning this 4th quarter, losing the game, but they're winning in the 4th quarter.
And what a fine line it is about what they're trying to get done, because they're down, so they obviously need the football, need a score, but they can't be so aggressive as to give up their edge, their gaps, and have the offense hit them with a big play.
And he's going to be a yard short. Needed 4, but got 3. They'll send a receiver in motion to the left. They'll try and run for it. And he's going to have the 1st down, yardage to the 35. They only needed a few inches, and they didn't get much more.
That was some fuck shit.
Shoelace, they convert on 4th down. And now they'll throw it with Lawrence. That's going to be caught by Kirk. It'll go down as a gain of 6, and that's going to bring up 2nd down.
You ready?
Play action. It's Lawrence. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. That one goes for 24 yards. Altogether, a pretty shaky start to the year for this defense as they defend another 1st and 10. That one complete downfield to Kirk. And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. That goes for a gain of 31. Boy, another big play late here for an offense, Charles, that certainly has had its fair share of big plays.
Coverage has been a problem all game long, and I would say that going along with that has been confidence. Because even if they had the right coverage, they've still dented them, and now it's been a real issue for them during this game.
On 2nd and goal, Lawrence. And he's going to go down. Sacked back at the 13-yard line. Chase Young in there to get him once again. That's 2 sacks for him now here on opening day. They need to reverse the trend. The last 2 plays have gone backwards. Now it's 3rd and goal. They'll try to run with Etienne. And they're going to lose some on this play. Being knocked back to the 18.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
Well, they don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. And give them another 6. It's caught for a touchdown, and the blowout continues. Extra point try now for Patterson. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. This is taken way up at the 25. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And whatever promise they showed in the preseason has not translated into week 1 because they have not been particularly competitive here at home, no less. These fans just kind of beside themselves right now. So it's Commanders football as we get back to it. They're looking at 2nd down now as they search for a consolation score. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their
good game, bro.
It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. On 2nd and 11 now. Powell. And this is caught. It's Brown. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. 27 yards there, a first down. Shotgun handoff to Gibson. And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. The throw over the middle taken in. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 20-yard line. A really nice pickup of 14 yards, and it moves the sticks. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And this is going to be intercepted. And the Jaguars are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. Well, they've got the huge lead. Now they have another interception on the defensive side. Seems like everything they touch in this one, Charles, turns to gold.
They have to be awfully happy right there to get what appears to be one more for the road. It helps seal away one of their best efforts of the season.
Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it 2nd down. Etienne once more. They'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6. Lawrence on 3rd down. And the Washington pressure gets to him. He will go down. Montez Sweat, the man that time to fight in.
I ain't mean to do that. My controller dropped, bro.
As a timeout is called with 5 seconds left.
We go. Hey, exit. Hey, Jet.
They're going on 4th down. Lawrence airing it out, looking for Ridley. And it's incomplete. They're still throwing to the very end, but now this game is over. Well, CD, always a little extra excitement for week